Hello and welcome back to another session in Justware. I'm Peter Zook and I'll be your host today. This video will explore the Agencies People tab. This tab provides room for you to insert agencies, docket numbers, and people relevant to the case you're working on. Our client today will be Snidely Whiplash. Some of you may remember him from the Bullwinkle cartoon series. We'll start by searching for Snidely, finding his name record, and clicking on it. Click on the New Case button on the vertical ribbon to open a new case. Click on Criminal from the drop-down and click on OK. Select Open from the drop-down and we'll leave the dates as is. Click on the first tab, the Agencies People tab. Let's adjust the width of the ribbon for a little bit better view. Take a look at the fields in the Agencies People tab. There's a lot going on here. The first and most obvious thing that you notice is that the tab contains 3 additional tabs within it. These tabs are labeled Agency Type, Court, and People. Another interesting feature is that our client, Mr. Whiplash, is entered for us on the People tab. Do you see him at the bottom there? More on that later. We'll begin at the top with the Agency Type tab. Justware groups various roles in the criminal justice system under the term agencies. We've predefined 3 agencies and added a 4th as a catch-all to cover agencies not yet defined. Clicking on the drop-down arrow reveals the name of the agencies as Defense, Law, Prosecutor, and others. The first agency we'll enter will be the prosecutor. We can do this in a number of ways. We can use the little green addition sign. This will add a row. We can also hover and click the mouse beneath the first field named Agency Type. Either technique will work. Click on the drop-down arrow and click on Prosecutor in the Agency Type field. I'll hit my Tab key on my keyboard, which will advance me to the next field, but you can also use your mouse and click. Beneath the Agency field, I click on my drop-down, identify the Chittenden County State's Attorney Office, and click on it. Tabbing over once again, I enter an incident number if I have one. Don't put the docket number in here. The incident number is not a docket number and is to be used to hold tracking numbers specific to that agency if they use any. We'll be entering a docket number soon, but in another field. I'll quickly tab through the Active field and Lead field as well as the Notes field. The next line appears. Snidely Whiplash is going to need representation. Let's add Defense as an agency. Do it the same way. Click on Defense and hit the Tab key to the next field. Drop down Chittenden Public Defender Office and click on it. No incident number here, and we'll leave it blank. We have law enforcement as part of this case. Let's add law enforcement. Click on the next line in the Agency Type field, drop down, and click on Law. Tab key over to the incident number. We have an incident number, and we'll add it here, and Tab key through. Okay, we're done entering our agencies. Let's save our work with Control-S or Save Case on the vertical ribbon. The next tab we want to concern ourselves with is the Court tab. We'll be putting information regarding the court as well as entering docket numbers here. Here we'll follow the same entry pattern. Click on the little green cross or place your mouse beneath the Docket Agency tab and click. Choose from the drop-down. This drop-down list has an elevator box that's easy to miss. In our case, we'll select the Chittenden County Superior Court Criminal Division. Place the docket number in the appropriate field. As a warning, this field is set up to accept docket numbers in a particular format of 5 digits and 4 letters. As a demonstration, we'll replace the docket number with 1 digit and hit the Tab key. Immediately, a yellow warning will appear below. Just hit your Escape key in the upper left-hand corner of your keyboard and retype the correct docket number. Okay, we've retyped the correct docket number. Let's hit Save Case. Okay, now for the last tab on the space, the tab named People. In this tab, we're going to enter the names and roles of people who are associated with the agencies that we put in at the top of the tab. Notice that our client, Snidely, has been entered for us. To add the others, we'll be using the same techniques that we used above. We'll click on the green addition sign to add a person. As you can see, Justware took the agencies we listed above and carried them down to assist us. Let's select the Chittenden County State's Attorney's Office. Tab key over to the Role field, and we'll select Prosecuting Attorney. Under the Name field, we'll select Paul Finnerty, and we'll check off the box under the Lead field as the lead attorney for this case. We will leave active, active date, inactive date, and notes in their default positions. We'll add another prosecuting attorney to this case, this time selecting Sarah George. We'll leave the lead box in the default position as Paul's lead counsel for the case. We'll add the public defender next. Sally Adams will be representing Snidely. Next, we're going to add 2 law enforcement officers. We don't have the names of the officers in our drop-down list, so we're going to have to add them. Here's how you do it. The first officer involved in this case is named Colin Kopp. He doesn't appear on the drop-down list, so what do? We run a search. Let's type his last name, Kopp, into the search box within the field. Click on the Name Quick Search button, that's the large magnifying glass here. This starts a search and opens a desktop to give you results. There he is, Colin Kopp. His name is on the Justware database already. Just click on his name, and Justware will add it to your case. Now, I know what you're thinking, Pete, what about the new police officer? What if he's not in the database? How do I handle that? It's easy. Let's say the name of the new officer is Barney Fife. Just type Fife into the search box and hit the magnifying glass to start searching. When the search doesn't turn up results, click on the New Name button on the ribbon. Enter Fife and Barney and any other information you wish to enter. Now, click on Involve Name. This button will attach Officer Barney Fife to your case. Hit Save Case to save the client file. You've just completed the Agencies tab. Congratulations. Try this a few times on your own. It takes a little patience, but with time and practice, you'll soon be a pro. Coming up next, we'll assign charges in the Charges tab. Can't wait. See you soon.